Darkness and deep plunge us literally into the abyss of the ocean, but figuratively they reveal a world of destructive spirit beings. Hello, welcome to the Explanation with Sam Kneller. This episode, Darkness and Deep, reveal extraordinary figurative meaning. From the Bible course, Unlock Bible Meaning with 7 Keys to Master Biblical Hebrew, available at theexplanation.com. Darkness and deep reveal extraordinary figurative meaning. Darkness and deep literally picture ocean depth. Figuratively, they unlock the world of spirit beings. In Genesis 1 verse 2, we read, "Darkness was upon the face of the deep." For the biblical Hebrew words darkness and deep, the fourth key, literal and figurative meaning of biblical Hebrew words, swings into action. If you read such words as darkness, deep, light, even words like beginning, create, heaven, in the context before creation in Genesis 1 verses 1 and 2, only keeping in mind your native language meanings, you are missing the essential understanding. We apply our knowledge of the literal meaning of these words and don't give it more attention than that. A basic understanding of the usage of biblical Hebrew, namely the fourth key, the literal and figurative meaning of words, is essential, as we will see. Other contexts clearly reveal their figurative meanings. This is not an interpretation, it is Bible corroboration. If all you grasp from Genesis 1 verse 2 is the literal darkness, you've missed at least half the meaning which the translations cannot transmit. The figurative comprehension is at least, if not more important than the literal translation. Think of the implication for comprehension when we miss over 50% of the author's meaning. From the start, in the first 5 minutes of the Genesis narrative, God uses the literal and figurative key we must understand. Here's the first part of Genesis 1, verse 2. "And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep." Immediately following the description of the decrepit state of the earth, we see the words darkness and deep. They correspond to Strong's H2822 and H8415. Instead of giving them a quick glance, let's unlock Bible meaning. Darkness. Here is Strong's reference to darkness, followed by 2 verses in the Old and 1 verse in the New Testament to confirm the use of the literal and figurative fourth key. H2822, Choshech, from H2821, the dark, hence literally darkness, figuratively misery, destruction, death, ignorance, sorrow, and wickedness. KJV translations: darkness, night, obscurity. These contexts reveal the figurative usage of darkness. Proverbs 2 verse 13, "Who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness." H2822. Sam's comment: unrighteousness or sin. Ecclesiastes 6 verse 4, For he comes in with vanity and departs in darkness. H 28:22. And his name shall be covered with darkness. Again, H 28:22. Sam's comment: the vain person departs in ignorance, covered in shame. Ephesians 5, verse 8. For you were sometimes darkness, G 1161. But now are you light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Sam's comment: the contrast of coming out of wrongdoing to walk in right doing. Do you see the figurative meaning of darkness? It signifies destruction and obscurity because of unrighteousness, wrongdoing, ignorance, and shame. This is the state of earth before the 7 days of creation, prehistory prior to the existence of our world and humankind. Deep, deep, H 84:15. As you now can easily understand, also carries a meaning beyond literal depth. H 84:15. Tohu, from H 1949. An abyss, as a surging mass of water, especially the deep, the main sea, or the subterranean water supply. KJV translations: deep, deep place, depth. H 1949. Chum, a primitive root. Compare H 2000. To make an uproar or agitate greatly. KJV translations: destroy, move, make a noise, put, ring again. H 2000. Chamam, a primitive root. Compare H 1949. To put in commotion, by implication, to disturb, drive, destroy. KJV translations: break, consume, crush, destroy, discomfort, trouble, vex. There is much to learn from this deep that corroborates the tohu and bohu. This chaotic scene was present before Creation Week. We now have a chronology problem to solve. In the previous key 3, we saw that beginning, Bereshit, also has the meaning excellent. So this excellent beginning somehow got into a state of chaotic destruction. And the 7-day creation week was to recreate a stunning, appropriate environment for humankind. Those are the Bible puzzle pieces. For more information, please refer to the book Origin of the Universe. Back to Strong's. Check it for yourself. At Creation Week, not only was there absence of light, but the deep figuratively means to destroy and make a noise. Look at Psalm 55, verse 2. Attend to me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise. H 1949. The literal and figurative meaning of depth is the noise or mourning and groaning of someone with a complaint, someone in pain. That's the result of the tohu vabohu. Please notice that all Strong and Canella are doing is showing you how these same words, dark, deep, light, beginning, created, are being used in other instances in the Bible. The literal and figurative meanings, nobody is interpreting anything. These initial verses in Genesis reveal God's excellent beginning for earth, followed by troubled, noisy destruction, and then the 7-day creation. The psalmist writes, "When you, God, send your spirit, they, living creatures, are created, and you renew the face of the earth." Psalm 104, verse 30. The story of this renewal of earth for humankind occupies the vast majority of the Bible. However, certain portions reveal the prehistoric events leading to the downfall of spirit beings and the destruction of earth. See the links at theexplanation.com. Bible texts in Isaiah and Ezekiel corroborate the literal and figurative meanings of darkness and deep. Your turn to study them. Let's go a step further into deep water, figurative speech, with the literal and figurative key to unlock the Bible meaning of Noah's flood. If you've been reading the explanation even for a little while, you know I don't pull any punches. Again, figurative speech. Let's bridge the gap, figurative speech again, between those who comprehend the way the author composed the Bible and those who laugh at how ridiculous such Bible conjecture is. Continue to follow this eye-opening audio Bible course or the free text and video course at theexplanation.com. All the Bible study tools for this course are freely available online, also at theexplanation.com. Let's unlock Bible meaning with the 7 keys to master biblical Hebrew and reveal the explanation.